Welcome to channel 69, and you have Big Hurt with the Ghetto Report.
What's up? Big Hurt back with the Ghetto Report. You know, we coming off the cusp of Black History Month, and Big Hurt still supporting, you know what I'm saying, we still pushing forward. We might take the next month too, you know what I'm saying, because, you know, February was kind of short. But we want to start this Ghetto Report by saying, Easy Peasy is not dead.
Bruh.
There was false reports that a man selling tube socks was hit by a car, you know what I'm saying, on the boulevard. That was not Easy Peasy. Easy Peasy is not dead, you know what I'm saying? So we just want to start that Ghetto Report off by saying that was fake news. But we're going to jump right into it, you know what I'm saying? Because we was discussing and debating here at the Ghetto Report because there's been a lot of issues taking place within NYCHA. And you know, Big Hurt run through projects all the time. So basically what was going on in several project developments was the tenants were complaining about them not having heat. We in the latter days of winter, but it still be cold. You know, we got a lot of seniors living in public housing. Tenants were complaining about not having heat. So NYCHA put the heat on over the weekend and they just ranked it up so high that people's noses was bleeding. So the tenants, some tenants were saying, okay, they were thankful that the heat was back on and they didn't want to complain even though it was giving them nosebleeds and stuff. And we at the Ghetto Report was discussing that, saying maybe NYCHA was being vindictive because they was upset that people were complaining about not having heat. See, the problem with that is, right, you can't get vindictive when people are asking for services that you're supposed to supply. They're paying rent and they're entitled to live and not be cold in their apartments. This goes to the debate about whether they should have the heaters in their apartment, right? We had a big debate about that. People are saying that these heaters that cause these fires in these apartments, these tenants should be more knowledgeable and mindful not to have these heaters, right? Big Hurt takes into account that the fact that these tenants are having these heaters in their apartment because they don't have any heat and they're cold. So we think that instead of NYCHA complaining about these space heaters, they should actually give the tenants proper heat so they wouldn't have to use these space heaters and put any families and people at risk of fires. You know what I'm saying? It's almost the same debate with the e-bikes, where NYCHA is saying don't bring the batteries and the e-bikes into the projects because they cause fires, right? Big Hurt was of the mindset that maybe we should have an investigation and look into whether these lithium batteries are defective. You know what I'm saying? We should look at these companies because it shouldn't be that many fires in the project. So we think that there should be an investigation to see if these batteries are defaulted. And a lot of people in the debate were saying, you know, a lot of times the people that have these lithium batteries, they're not charging them correctly. They're not following the protocol. Big Hurt gets that, right? But at the same time, it's two sides to the coin, right? We know that people are being put at risk and this is becoming an ongoing problem, right? We also got to be mindful that these are not a lot of kids. These are a lot of grown folks who use these bikes and stuff to make ends meet, to make a living. So they're not going to just sit in their house and starve and not make a living. They're going to try to find ways to get around, you know what I'm saying, certain procedures and ordinances. And we have to work with them because people still got to eat. No one's going to sit there and starve to death. So if you keep thinking that they're going to do that, they're not going to do that. So you need to come to the table with proper solutions as opposed to bringing up stuff that's just not going to work. I was debating with my nephew, right? My nephew was bringing up where the NYCHA said that there's been a long-standing rule that tenants can't smoke in the projects. So what NYCHA says is go 25 feet from the development and smoke. That sounds good to a person that's not addicted to nicotine. You know, at 3 in the morning, when I'm stressed out and unemployed, I'm not going to go outside and walk 25 feet away from the development to smoke a cigarette so I could get hit in the head and robbed. You know what I'm saying? I could see the guy out there that's looking to victimize somebody now. He looking, oh snap, this guy coming out to smoke, excuse me. You got an extra stogie? Hit you right in your head. So they're not gonna do that. So just tell them to leave their dwelling and go 25 feet to smoke is not the solution. We have to come up with better solutions. And a lot of these things, they're outdated and archaic. Like the wiring, they say that you can't have certain TVs 65 inches too big. You can't have washing machines and dryers and all this stuff. This is outdated stuff right here. NYCHA needs to get some money and fix the wiring in these developments so people can be comfortable in their dwellings. If they're paying rent there, they need to be comfortable in the place that they live in. You can't tell them that they can't. Come on, 50, 60-year-old rule where you can't have washing machines. They're not going to, everybody can't go to the same laundromat and do their clothes at the same time. NYCHA, they have to be crazy. And if these buildings were wired 65 years ago, it's about time to do an upgrade, don't you think? So the solutions that NYCHA be coming up with, we here at the Ghetto Report think that they don't make any sense. And they're not really trying to meet people halfway. When you're trying to problem solve, right, it's about conflict resolution and it's about coming and compromising. So NYCHA's not showing any compromise if they come up with a solution that doesn't make sense or that's just too hard on the person that's actually going through whatever plight they're going through. So if you really want to come up with a solution, try to entertain the spirit of compromise and come up with a solution that's not outdated and that's really up to date. You know what I'm saying? This was Big Hurt with another edition of the Ghetto Report. Remain resilient, and remember, we powerful black people. We can come up with our solutions if we all work together and stick together. Big Hurt, and I'm out.
Yo, hold on, give me a sec. Come on, I just brought you some Chuck cupcakes too. What's up? Yo, what's up? It's easy peasy. Yeah, I know the grocery store went out of business, and Carlos, right after he got fired, I don't know if it was because of him or whatever, but we got the cakes for half price. If your birthday coming up, anniversary, whatever, we got the cakes and all that. And we got the bumblebee and all that. We got all the tune and all that. These is going for, this is like half price too. I'm selling these for $1. You know what I'm saying? So hurry up, because they going like hotcakes. Easy peasy. I'm in the hood all day. I got it. And one more thing, listen, I'm not dead. I just celebrated a birthday. Come on, whoever reporting that fake news, it wasn't me that got hit by that car. Easy, and I'm out.